unconventional way of recording a YouTube video. So I wrote this down. I I feel like there is something living inside me, and that's the story I've been writing. And I think that's it, like for a lot of writers, that you feel like there's something going on inside that you like it's hard to tell people about it. If people ask you about what your story is about, what you're writing, etc., it's hard to like give a clear image maybe before like the book or books is published and people can actually go read them. That's kind of like the purpose of of writing books as well, to show people, in like to give people a way into this world that you've been living in for the past years, etc. Now I only began like I think 10 months ago writing fantasy fiction, and well, I feel I can definitely like I can relate more to the feeling writers have where they're inside their room and there's something like they need to get out. Because I felt like I've become more obsessed with writing as a whole. Like I've become very hyper like a hyper minimalist, I can probably say, where you can my desk is like organized. I'm basically like rid of internet. I don't use ChatGPT, AI, like Claude. I have like app limits on my iPhone for all of those things, and on my MacBook here I use something called cold turkey blocker, where I basically block like any website that might distract me from writing. Actually, when I'm writing in the morning, I actually have Chrome blocked in general. I can't like remove cold turkey blocker or do anything about it. So I basically just have access to like writing via my MacBook. And yeah, I mainly just write and read and go to the gym. I don't want my thinking to be outsourced by using ChatGPT, AI, by using Chrome, even just searching for things. I like to just use Kindle and hold in and translate the things with like the Oxford Dictionary. And the rest, I just want to have my brain kind of struggle with to like solve itself. I think that's a pretty cool way of it, because you become much better as well. Even though you can use probably AI to learn more things about yourself and etc. But I think using your own brain without using an internet, without like giving your brain a shortcut, is going to be more beneficial in the long run. I think you're going to have much like stronger neurons, if that might have something to do with it. That you always like solve your own creative problems when you're writing. You don't go to ChatGPT or anything else. That's kind of why I'm like a bit of like excluding the internet at the moment, going this full minimalist style. So yeah, back to the fucking topic, eh? I wrote, I feel like this is there's something living inside me, and that's the story. And that's basically the feeling I wanted to talk about in this video. I think a lot of writers is experiencing it. You might be experiencing it if you've gone like far into your own writing journey. I think there's probably a fair few writers outside in the world which is feeling this same like feeling, having had the same thought. And yeah, I haven't like really seen that many like writers. I haven't met that many writers in general. So I thought it would be nice to have this video, and yeah. Yeah, and I think that feeling is like it's something you have to like get very used to. Like you're alone in this story. Oh shit. Give me 1 second. That's just an alarm. An alarm clock. Okay. back to it. So I think there's a lot of writers who have this feeling, but I think we have to like get used to just having it and just, okay, yeah, there's story inside of us, there's feelings that we're going to feel, there's things we're going to see in our minds that people won't like be able to relate to or see before we actually like give out our work. Perhaps they might see it better due to like our description and our writing skill. But I think in general that's like one of the pains of being a writer, that you have to like persevere and be alone in writing this story. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with the solitude, you have to be okay with just being in your thoughts, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun with this story that is inside you. You can still have a like fun, enjoyable experience. And people don't need to know. People are like, you don't need people to care about the story you have. You only need yourself. That's how I think about it. That's yeah. It's only recently that I've started to like really feel the story inside of me, like the book series I'm writing, and I'm getting very fucking excited. And that's one of the main reasons for that, is because I've cut out everything else almost. So I basically have like, I'm writing, reading, gymming if that's a word, and it just makes me crave writing more, thinking more about the book series, because I have less dopamine activities, I have less things to do instead to like distract myself from. So I just go back to maybe filming a video or writing something. And I think that's like a great way to live, in my opinion. Yeah. So I guess that's really the video for today. Hope you got something out of it. I don't know what that could be, but you probably know. So yeah, gonna end the video there. Take care.